What's up guys, it's DJNX here, back making a video about Bleach Online. And for this video, we're gonna talk about tanks and tank builds, okay? Now, there are a few people asking me what tanks to get. And also, I've seen in the forums that there is a thread asking who is better, Yasutora Sado or Yachiru, okay? So instead of answering just that question, I'm gonna amp it up and provide you guys with a few more tanks that you can choose from, and so you guys would know also what to build for them, okay? I mean, if you know how to build them, well, I'll pretty much give you a different choice or option to or stuff like that, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we got here for the newbies. Okay, if you're just beginning the game, you will have two options, okay? Option number one is Yasutora Sado. Option number two is Yachiru, okay? Now when I was starting the game, I was thinking about Yachiru, okay, because a lot of people has been using Yasutora Sado, and if you look at the stats, his HP is 240 and growth rate is 2. Okay, now if you look at Yachiru, the HP is 280 and the growth rate is 2.2. Now I think that is pretty much fair because Sado is a few levels back than Yachiru, okay? But what I'm gonna tell you is that there's not much difference in the two, okay? But their role in your formation plays pretty big. Now let me tell you what those are. Yasutora Sado is a block type Vanguard, okay? And he's really good at it. Now block is basically dependent on your strength, because if you don't have strength, then your block would pretty much have no damage at all. You'll pretty much just deflect 80% of the damage inflicted by your opponent, okay? So yeah, those are the combo: block plus strength stone, okay? If you want that to work, you'll need both, okay? Now on the other hand, Yachiru over here is a dodge type. Now there's an advantage in dodge, okay? One is that you won't get hit and you won't get damaged, okay? And advantage number two is that if you dodge an attack, your opponent won't get fury, okay? Now take a look at those difference from Yasutora Sado and Yachi, okay? Now this guy absorbs the damage, okay? Pretty much deflects 80% of it and return it to the enemy, okay? But you still got hit. That means that your opponent gains 50 fury, okay? In this case, in turn 1, if you get hit, then pretty much your opponent gets the fury active and is ready to to blast off in the next round. Now Yachi, okay, excels in evasion, and if you dodge an opponent, they won't get fury and you won't get any damage, okay? But the reason why people went with Yasutora Sado is because they can pretty much handle the 20% damage inflicted by your opponent, okay? Because the 80% is deflected, no damage at all. So if you build enough tank, which by the way, stamina stones are really easy to get in Ryoka, alright? And for Yachi, if you ask anyone, he's a more expensive build. I mean, not that expensive, but considering Yasutora Sado's build, he's pretty much costly, okay? So if you're on a budget in terms of yeah, let's say gold, coupons, resources and stuff like that, I suggest you would go with Yasutora Sado, okay? I've used him. I've also used Yachiru, but yeah, this is my personal recommendation to you guys. Use Yasutora Sado. He's really good, and the fact that in Ryoka, if the fact that in in a particular point, you pretty much get to the point where the Ryoka starts to one hit your line, Vanguard line, Assaulter line, and your support line. So Yasutora Shadow is really good. Now if you're getting one hit, switch it up, take off one Assaulter and put in your Vanguard to your formation in Ryoka. Then if you have high block on Yasutora Shadow, he will pretty much cause more damage and giving you much more chance of killing the Ryoka. Okay, so that is pretty good. Now Yachiru on the other hand, I've seen a video online that Yachiru can dodge the Fury skill of the Evil Spirit and also the Ryoka. Okay, so well I didn't see the Ryoka dodge, but I did see the Evil Spirit dodge. Okay, so it means if it's possible in Evil Spirit, then it's possible in Ryoka as well, because pretty much it's the same mechanics. The only thing is that as you progress, the stats get bigger. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to see that video, I'll put it in the link of the description below. It was awesome. Yachiru is dodging the Fury skill, so enabling you to cause more damage to your opponent. So yeah, but yeah, those are the two tanks. You can go with Yachiru as well, cause without Fury, pretty much your opponent is disabled and won't be able to use their Fury skill. Okay, that's pretty logical. But again, he's pretty much high maintenance compared to Yasutora Sado, which you can build for the cheap. Okay, so yeah, I think that pretty much handles it. I recommend Yasutora Sado. He is really good. Block wise, he's really awesome. Okay, there's no tank that can compare to how this guy blocks. He's like a boss in blocking. Okay, so yeah, now let's move on to the higher tier. Okay, so pretty much you'll end up with these two. I've been asked this question a lot of times already. Okay, and I want to make it clear so you guys won't have any mistakes or blame me if you are failing. So yeah, okay, let's exit out of the tavern first. Okay, now there is this thing you call Zanpakuto. Okay, everyone has it and everyone gets the same effect. Okay, same effect. For example, you get this, everyone has this. Okay, same stats for everybody. Alright, now consider everything what you have here. Okay, what you have available, as I have said in my previous videos. Consider everything that you have here, and then determine what you want to choose for the tank. Okay, now if you're going to use Visor Hirako, there's a few questions you should ask yourself. Okay, do you have enough block stones? Do you have enough stamina stones? Do you have enough counter stones? Okay, because this dude is soft as fuck. Okay, I know he has that attack all enemies. Well, that's his nerfing point. Okay, the reason why he doesn't have that increased defense stuff is because he has that attack all enemies. Okay, and the reason why he has that 95% attack growth rate is because he attacks all enemies. Okay, but there's the question, what Zanpakuto do you have if you're gonna get Visor Hirako? Okay, now let's take a look at the available Zanpakuto. Okay, I'm a budget player, remember that, I'm a budget player. Now, pretty much if you're starting up, you'll be at the captain quality. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, 20% there. Kujuku Tengemyo, 40% for Kazashini, Ashisogi Chizo 40%, and Zabimaru for negative 40%. Okay, now let's go with the logical one right here. 20%, negative 20%. I mean, now deduct the negative 20% in Visor Hirako's attack growth rate. So pretty much you're nothing, okay? If your enemy is Komamura, you're gonna deal 5 damage using your Fury skill, okay? 75% is not that big. It is not big at all, okay? If Yeah, I know he has that block rate, which is really good if you went from Yasutora Sado, okay? That's good. But in terms of block, if your enemy has good break defense, where do you run? What do you have in stored for added protection? Nothing. Okay? If you're a paid player, yeah, then go. Because you can support your Visor Hirako with all the stones that he needs and all the gears. Okay? If you ask me if I'm going for Visor Hirako, what to build with him, I'll get the immune set. Okay? If you guys don't know what the immune set is, it's a mixture of gears with immune rates. Okay? That's 70 to 80 or 80 to 70 or 80 to 90, I mean, or 90 to 100. Okay? So the mixture would be 2:4. Okay, if you're at level 70, I mean if you're at level 80, your choice is going for 2 level 70s and 2 level 70s and 4 level 80s. Okay, which gives you about a total immunity rate of 7%. Okay, let me show you guys because I know I have that equipped right here. Okay, so here's my Komamura. This is my immune set. Okay, I have 2 pieces of level 70. Okay, if you guys can see, immune rate is plus 3%. Now if you take a look at the 4th piece effect of the Cold Booyer Soul, which is the level 80 set, as you guys can see, plus 4% immune rate. So that's a total of 7%. And if you guys look at the details, you'll see that my immune rate is 35%. So it's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. That's 35% deducted in your enemy's attack. Okay? Now let's go back to Visor Hirako. Now, Visor Hirako is soft. Okay? I've heard people who've used this and that's the main complaint. He's soft. Okay? Because I mean, he's an offensive type Vanguard. He's not defensive. And if you're talking about Vanguard, the first thing that comes into your mind is defense, right? Right. So, yeah, in terms of defense, go with Komamura, yo. Low cost and really effective, okay? There's a reason why I'm using Komamura, okay? There is a reason why. If you take a look, attack enemy Vanguard 140%. Now deduct the negative 40, even the negative 40, okay, deduct that, not the 20%, okay, you still get 100%, which is a pretty sweet deal, okay? And the fact that he increases for 30% defense, oh come on, if you have enough strength stones, imagine how big your defense would be, plus 30%, okay? We're talking here about your Vanguard taking heavy or tonned or epic amounts of damage, okay? Legendary amounts of damage. That's what we are talking about. That's what Vanguards are for, okay? Again, if you are a paid player, you have tons of money, go ahead and provide your Visor Hirako with all the amenities that he needs. You know, counter stone, stamina stone, strength stone, and block stones, okay? So those are pretty much the 4 stones that you need, okay? Only the stones, not to mention the Spirit Forge and Spirit Infuse on the gears, okay? Just to make this guy tough, okay? So yeah, pretty much if you take a review on all the players, they pretty much use Komamura, okay? It's simple and cost efficient, okay? So yeah, if I'm gonna compare this guys into something in in physical, as a physical material or a physical object, I'd compare Shinji Hirako as an iPhone and Sanji Komamura as a Nokia. Okay, simply because Nokia, we all know Nokia is unbreakable, right? Even the game knows that. Okay, you'll be asked questions about that here on Nemu class. Okay, so Nokia or Sajin Komamura is hard as fuck. Okay, this guy right here, touchscreen, if you drop it, the screen breaks. Okay, so very expensive guy right here. You might want to consider that. Okay, now now that I've talked about the immune set and who to get and who I recommend, let's move on to a better or a more higher tier. Okay, now on the level 90 to 100, you'll be set with this question. Okay, do I get Nitoira Gilga or Stark? Now, okay, I know that by this time, level 90, Komamura will be really outdated. Okay, but let me tell you this: Komamura depends on how you build him. Still right now, I'm using him, as you guys have seen, right? He's still really good. He's still really good. The only advantage that this guy has is that if you're using a AOE or area of effect assaulters, this guy would completely negate those effects. Okay, so you will pretty much be able to hit only the Vanguard and the supports. Okay, because he takes care of the assaulters with his 85% aid rate, and that aid rate is big as hell. 85% is really big for the aid rate. Okay, it means that you won't make any damage at all, and the fact that he has a 170% growth rate is insane combination. Okay, high damage, and you won't be able to damage his assaulters. Okay, so that's pretty good. Yeah, now let's take a look at Stark. Okay, attack all enemies, growth rate is 120%, increase on block by 15% for 3 rounds, and recover some own HP, recovery rate is 50%. Now, god damn! Okay, this tank right here is worth waiting. Okay, fuck Gilga, bro. Go with Stark. Okay, I highly recommend Stark. If you have watched my previous video, I have a friend Gino. Okay, we both decided to get Stark. Okay, the only reason why I don't have Stark is that I'm level 92 only. Okay, so I'm still 8 levels away, but I'm almost there. Okay, so yeah, you guys seen the skill. So yeah, let's take a look at Gilga once again. We have here 2.6 growth rate and 3.5 HP growth rate. Okay, Stark. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, even though Stark has a lower growth rate, okay, he has that base HP which is really high, and 3.3 strength growth rate. Okay, now that is really big. Okay, considering the big leap from 2.6 to 3.3, and look at his skill, that's 120%. Okay, now if you guys ever can remember, we have a Zanpakuto that only deducts 20%, which is Kokujo Tengemyo. Okay, 20%. It means that you have 100% growth rate on attack if you get Stark. Okay, and then you get the benefits of recovery rate. Okay, so he is Shinji Hirako in steroids. Okay, now I've said a lot of things about Bison Hirako, right? So I recommended Sajin Komamura. Now right here is pretty much, yeah, AOE, attacks all enemies, 100% growth rate, increases the block light visor Jiraco, and he recovers the HP. That's the comeback that visor Jiraco doesn't have. Okay, the regeneration of 50% HP on Fury. Okay, so that is really massive. If you add in your supports that generates Fury, you have a really tough formation. Okay, so that is good. I recommend Stark. Okay, if you went with Sajin Komamura, skip Gilga and go with Stark. You won't regret it. You will thank me later. Okay, so yeah, but if you went with Gilga, then you'll pretty much want to skip Stark, okay? Because the ratio needed for Stark is not a big joke, okay? It's more like a threat to your economic development. So you might want to skip him if you went with Gilga right here, okay? So yeah, at the same point, you'll pretty much want to use the immune set. Okay, if you don't want to go with the immune set, I suggest you go with the ultimate set that you will find in the ultimate weapon library, and or the slot machine. Okay, the 90 gear is still good at level 100 to level, let's see, 105 or 110. It's still good. If you get the 90 set, as I've said, it's still good. Just work your way up to getting the level 100 set, or if you want, you can skip the 110 set and go with the other set that you will find in throughout the game. Okay, so yeah, for Gilga, yeah, you can pretty much equip the same stuff that you can equip here at with Stark. Go with the immune set, okay, and yeah, just equip it with the stones that he needs, because you will pretty much need it. He only provides aid rate on your assaulter, and for himself nothing at all. Okay, so the added immune rate and the added block chance, added counter rate will really be a big help. Okay, so yeah, another thing to consider, always if you're going to pick for tanks, you want to go with the stars. Okay, you want to read for stars. The stars here on the modify section, you want to read those before even considering a tank. Okay, so yeah, those are the tips that I want you guys to have, so you guys don't get confused. Okay, people might tell you different things, okay, but look, okay, look at the bigger picture. If you ask someone from your server who is higher than you, please don't believe them. Okay, I'm not saying that they're lying, but the chances are they're leading you to the path where yes, you improve, but not enough that you can defeat them. Okay, so hey, I'm here, you know, I walk the talk. The experience is here, you know. I went with Yasuto Rasado. Like I said, I went with Yasuto Rasado, and like I said, if you went with Yasuto Rasado, go with Sajin Komamura, much cost efficient. Okay, so that's what I did right here. Okay, so it's pretty effective. Okay, he is tanky, so you guys can see I don't have that much stones right here, just level 5s. Okay, just level 5s, but I'm able to cope up with that because of Sajin's defense, which is the 35% or 30% additional defense. So that is really good. I was able to clear out the number 3. Was that number 3? Yeah, number 3 of the this guy right here of the soul map. Okay, so it's pretty hard. Okay, but again, I still need to work on a few things for me to get through the entire number 3. Okay, or was that number 2? I'm confused itself. Okay, so yeah, there you go, guys. Okay, I'm not telling you guys some bullshit stuff, you know, things that will lead your account to its demise. But you guys have seen what I have. You guys know my stack. You guys have seen how my formation works. You guys know what gears I use, what tactics I use, what Zanpakuto I use. You guys know everything what I use, okay? So there you go. I have no reason to lie to you guys. And anyways, even if you're in my server or not in my server, yeah, I have no reason to lie. You know, um, even Yashiro is stronger than me now in terms of PvP, and he got his strategy from me. Okay, so as you guys have seen there, Yashiro knows that the info I provide is legit. So he was able to become stronger than me in PvE because he followed all the right steps. I'm not saying I give the perfect advice, okay? Just that if you follow certain guidelines, you know, even if you're a budget player like us, you will really excel, okay? So it's only a matter of time before I get to the number 8, okay? Because as of now I can only go to number 10, no problem, okay? So I'm just keeping it in the low so I can get my slaves, okay? So I really need my slaves to get to level 100 and get Stark, okay? So I'm walking the talk again. I'm gonna get Stark, and if I get Stark, I'll show you guys how to properly build him, okay? So of course your friend StegenX got a little help from Gino, okay? Because Gino gave me some advice about Stark, and of course we've gathered some research information from the internet, okay? Now if you guys are not really fond of reading, just stay tuned in my channel, and yeah, I can pretty much lay it out to you guys, no problem at all, 100% legit, okay? So yeah, thank you very much guys for watching. If you guys like the video, go ahead and press the like button. If you guys dislike the video, go ahead and press the dislike button. For comments and suggestions, positive or negative, it's all very welcome and very much appreciated, okay? If you guys want me to check out your server, just go ahead and leave it in the comments section below, and I'll make sure to visit your server, okay? And of course I'll do a shout out and a featuring of you on that very video, okay? Now guys, don't forget to share the video, okay? That will be really helpful for me, and we are really growing right now. When I slept, I have 71 subscribers, and when I woke up I had 10 more, which is 81. God damn, that was fast, okay? I've been only asleep for 6 hours and already we had 10 subscribers, so that is pretty good. So yeah, if you guys shared it, it will really make me happy, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video, okay? Peace.